So today I'm talking about Annihilation. The weird thing about Annihilation is I don't understand everybody's obsession with this movie. So I've seen this several times, and every single time I'm really confused. Not from the movie, I understand this movie completely. I'm confused why the hype. The movie to me seems very generic. Why? Well, let's talk about that. So, from the get-go, you have this very cool idea where, okay, this asteroid or comet or just thing comes down and lands, well, strikes the Earth and starts to form its own civilization kind of a thing. So, that's completely not new, but at the same time, it's still a fun concept. I mean, it was done in Evolution, it was done in a lot of different things. So, moving on from that, now you have a group of smart people venturing into the wilderness, which is a trope done in so many low-budget, just horror movies. And this is keep in mind, this is supposed to be a horror movie. This is supposed to. This was marketed. This is even labeled as a horror movie. Now, if you just take it as a sci-fi movie, I mean, it's a generic sci-fi movie. It has this generalness about it. But moving on. So these smart people are going into the wilderness to study the Shimmer and try to figure out where it landed and what's going on. They call it the Shimmer. I mean, it's fine. So now we get into the things I have a problem with. When you put smart people into a sci-fi movie or a movie where they're going to be in a weird situation, I think movies like Sphere did it right. I mean, you have these really smart people and they're in this extraordinary situation. Yeah, they break, but at the same time, they use their intelligence. Yeah, their human parts, their human side comes through, but they still have to use their intelligence and try to solve things, which is fine in that movie. In this movie, so you have people like, you have a biologist, you have a this, you have a that, you even have a paramedic, a person who's really smart and, paramedics and stuff like that. So you have a psychologist. I mean, you have all of these kinds of things. Now, when they have a mission, when they have anything that they need to go do, anybody in these kinds of fields always take the mission first. So when you look at it, these are trained professionals. They're not someone who has just come off the street, has a normal job, and doesn't go through some kind of extraordinary situation. These people are trained and they're professional on everything they do. So, in the first thing that they come up against, they come up to a cabin. And this cabin, you would think that here's how you would think the writing would be. Hey, look, it's a cabin. Okay, well, let's keep moving. And then somebody sees a boat. Oh, hey, we could use this for transportation. All right, yeah, let's do that. They start setting up the boats, and then, oh, look, the rambunctious female can go, hey, hold on. By the way, I don't feel that this is some kind of, I don't understand why people try to do like, hey, look, it's an all-female cast. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think the female stuff is fine. That doesn't sway my opinion whatsoever. But just moving on. So the one girl can go into the place to check out the cabin that's really just dilapidated, and they can be like, what are you doing? And she goes, I want to check it out. And then she gets attacked by the crocodile. That would have been better. That's a smart way to do things. Hey, look, we found a reason to be here. Let's do that. The way it's written now is, hey, we found this. Let's check this out, people. Why? What kind of smart reason from your scientists are they actually checking out a cabin? They don't need to check out a cabin. There's no reason to check out a cabin. The cabin is pointless. What do you expect to find? Utensils? There's nothing of importance, of significant importance, except to waste time in their actual story of who they are. If it was real life and they were walking through and they see a cabin, they would literally go, okay, keep moving. Why would we waste our time to check the cabin? We only have supplies for this many days. Well, let's not waste our time. We have to get over here. So in the writing, that's the problem with this movie, is the writing. There's no reason to do this, no reason to do that. I mean, it's fine if you just kind of turn your brain off during the movie, but this movie is trying to tell you, oh, keep it on. You think real hard about things, but if you think real hard about even just the slightest motivations, they don't make sense. It doesn't translate well. They keep showing us flashbacks of how she cheated on her husband and how he figured it out, and that's why he's in the shimmer, because he's like self-destructive. He's like, she doesn't love me anymore, she cheated on me and stuff. So that's fine to an extent, but see, here's the problem with that whole, I guess that whole subplot. We don't care. We don't get established enough with him, and as an audience, you don't really care. You don't. There's nothing there to significantly signify a bond between the audience and that character. So finding out why the character was in there and basically wanted to run away and stuff doesn't really justify 20 minutes of backstory when the character is pointless to the audience. It seems unneeded, and it seems like it's just there to pad the runtime. Now, I know it's not like that. It's actually there because the writer and director felt that it will give us a significant amount of bond with that character, even though the character is not really in the movie. I mean, the character is in the movie, but as a shimmer thing. So it just doesn't come across well to me. I don't feel anything for that character. Now, I know people don't look into that. People are looking at the other stuff. They're like, oh, it looks pretty. The movie looks pretty if you're a normal kind of person viewing this. I guess I look at it as in, the effects to me look very cheap. They're very cheap effects. Whenever you started getting into anything CGI in it, it really bothered me, because I work with CGI a little bit, well, a little bit more than normal people. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, they really skimped out. They really spent no money on that. And you wish that they did, because the visuals could have been really good. I guess moving on, just story-wise, the visuals did as good as they could, which is great, which is a great thing to say. I'm not saying the visuals all entirely was amazing, but as for what they could do, I think it looks like a top-notch TV-produced project. So, like, anything, the best Sci-Fi Channel CGI, that's what you get. Now, let's talk about the deaths, the horror aspect of this movie. So they first begin to try to thrill you by, in the very beginning, they're constantly like, nobody's made it out. This is scary. This is evil. there's something in there. Nobody's come back except one, and it's your husband. And, well, hold on. Here's the thing that a trope of a movie thing that I don't like is, so let's say I'm a teacher, and let's say an alien invasion is happening, and I'm a teacher of I'm a teacher of cells. We'll go stick with the movie. I'm a teacher of biology. I deal with cells. I deal with this. Okay. Why would I have clearance? I meet the person who's in charge of this military. Why would I have any kind of clearance? Because that person goes, you know what? We don't have a biologist. Come on, let's do this. Let's get you in here. We don't have a biologist yet. Why don't you get a better biologist than me? Like, what makes me a better, smarter biologist than those people? Oh, wait, you have military training. Oh, I get it. Just one of those plot devices that just written in there. Hey, yeah, I was in the military for 7 years. And then I became a biologist. And then a teacher. Yep. I'm perfect for the job. That just, all the ducks have to be in a line to make that.
Explain how the people got fighting training.
Somebody's going to come in here and ruin my review. But, so, yeah, that's the thing that's really stupid, is you want this character, it just seems like a plot device to make a character seem like, hey, look, I want this character to have fighting training, I want this character to be able to do this and do that, yet I need to say that they were in the military for this long and do this, that, because I want the character to have a gun and be able to shoot it. That's it. They have the gun. That's the only reason for that plot device. Okay. I mean, honestly, the whole military in the woods, that's been used in, I mean, just watch Sci-Fi Channel. I bet it's on right now. There's something on where there's military people in the woods. Yeah, I will bet on that. I guarantee that's in there right now, or at least it's going to be playing today. Go to Sci-Fi Channel, but or go to Netflix. I'm pretty sure there's 5 of those on Netflix right now. So moving on, the horror. There is one good scare in this movie, one good thrill, and that was when you have the bear thing that has the screaming coming out from the other girl that it killed. That was a really cool scene because they tried to kind of mimic The Thing, where everybody's tied up and now this creature is out in there, and so it's really it's a trope that works. It's a setting up of a scene that works, but getting there does not work. So you have a character that already starts to go insane because she's like, oh, you lied about your husband. Who the cares? Who cares? Who cares that she didn't tell you that her husband is still alive and came here? Like, that doesn't bother anything. It doesn't change the movie. It doesn't change your predicament. It doesn't change anything. And then she's freaking out. She's saying, oh no, there's something going on. These people did something. Oh, they cut each other open. Oh no, Earlier in the movie, she said, she hits on Natalie Portman's character, and she even says, well, this is something I'm going to be doing because of what we might be going to. You know it's a dangerous area. You do know that nobody's come back except one person. And they've set several teams for 3 years. So you know this is danger. And then when you're in there, you're freaking out because it's dangerous? That's bad writing. That's not good. That's terrible character development. That character was just now earlier talking about how just dangerous it is, and then when they are in there, they're freaking out because it's dangerous. You prepared yourself. You knew. You were there for 10 months. They're preparing for your venture in there for 10 months, and now you're just now, while you're in there, starting to regret your decision or something. But you didn't regret your decision. That would have been different. That would have been a different character arc. You regret going there. No, she freaks out like, oh no, we didn't know that this was going to be dangerous. That's where the problem lies with this writing for this movie. The characters are totally, completely just unbelievable. I don't believe at all that these characters are who they say they are. And it's not the acting. The acting, these people tried to pull out as much as they could with the acting. They tried so hard. But nothing works. The characters are so bland, so just disjointed because they don't have motivation. If you really look into everything that they say, there's no motivation between this A and B. There's no, why did you do that? Why? But you're smart. It's like the writer forgot that he said that certain things were this way in the very beginning, and then just kept going and forgot what he wrote previously. And was like, oh, just, you know what, this would be cool. So, again, the movie begins, I'll jump back. You know, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. I'll jump back. The movie begins with the trope of, hey, look, here's somebody explaining the situation that happened to somebody else. Which is fine. I've seen a lot of movies that happen that way, and they turn out good. But the problem that you come across with that whole scenario, excuse me for yawning, the problem you come across with using that movie trope with a horror movie is, I know for a fact they're not going to die in the movie. So when you have Natalie Portman telling the story of all of this, and then they even ask, what happened to this person? And she goes, dead. What happened to this person? I don't know. What happened to this person? I don't know. You're telling me everybody died. I don't care now. I'm not going to be on the edge of my seat. Oh no, that person might die. I don't care. So you ruin any thrill that you're going to have with these characters. Oh my gosh, I hope that one doesn't die. I hope that one doesn't die. I hope that one and that one doesn't die. Guess what? They're dead. In the very opening scene, they tell you they're dead. And she's the only one who made it out. Okay. Yay. Oh boy, you ready to sit through this and see how they died? I'm not excited. So now we go into, I keep glossing over it because it's not scary. You go into the scares. They get attacked by a crocodile. They get attacked by a bear twice. Now, here's the thing that let's I'm not going to go into every minute detail of how the stupid reasons of things. Like, this one girl is supposed to be videotaping everything, and she even has a camera, and there's even remember I said supposed to be. So far in the movie, before you even see that she has a camera, everybody's walking around with their gun, and they're looking at like plants. Oh, these seem to be together. But then you stumble upon a tape. Hey, guys, it's an SD card. Let's see. Oh, it fits in this camera because it's the exact same camera that the other people brought. Okay, so let's see if it fits. Oh, of course it's going to fit. Everything came from the same people. It's going to fit. It's not like somebody brought in their own home camera and started doing this. So you know this. Stop it. Don't say, I hope it's going to fit. I hope this works. But that being said, they look at the video and you're like, wait a second, where'd this camera come from? Why is she carrying a camera? And then the other character says, oh, she's got all the video of everything we've done so far. So she can go and prove. Wait, but you've never videoed anything. That character has never taken out the camera until that point when the script said we needed to show what was on this tape, on this, I keep saying tape, on this SD card. And hey, look, automatically the character was apparently walking around taking video of everything. But you haven't used that ever. It was like this, the director was like, hey, great idea. Let's have, that famous, videotape moment that hasn't been used in 400 million other projects. Oh, look, they're going to see that. You know what? We'll have it in there where that character was constantly doing that. But we never see it, so we never understood why that character has that. And then apparently it's a part of that it's part of that character. That character has always been videotaping, but never videotaped anything. So that's how this movie is. The whole movie is that way. Everything about this movie is that way. It gets frustrating. It's so frustrating because so many people aren't seeing that. I look online and so many people are saying praises of this movie. Oh my God, this movie's amazing. I mean, there's things where they're saying it's an underrated movie. There's so many YouTube videos, there's so many videos out there praising this film. And I don't see it at all. I see nothing but stupid interactions between characters and plot holes and plot devices that are just written in just real quick and just plugged in. And just somebody was throwing ideas at a dartboard and saying, oh, that would be really cool. Let's put that trope in. Let's do that. Now, how are we going to put that in, properly? I have an idea. Let's just write that in. They already have a camera. Good thinking. But let's gloss over a lot and just so many. I mean, just really dumb things. I mean, even just the first bear attack where the girl gets killed. Something breaks through the fence and two girls are inside the little bunker. I'll say bunker, little bunker area, little building. And one girl is outside going, wait, there's something out there? Just step into the building. You're 2 feet from it. Just sidestep into the building. Oh no, something broke through and it cut through metal fence. Uh-oh. And then now have a scene where you have this thing attacking the bunker building thing. Have this creature attacking that and eventually kill the one girl, where you have this really cool little sequence, and then you have the other girls show up because they have to run all the way down, and then you have their little spit that they have later. You could easily do that. But now you have the one girl just instantly taken away, just stupidly, and as she's screaming and running and gone, and the other girl's running after her, going, oh no, then the other people are like, start freaking out later saying, wait a second, I think you killed her. And you killed her, didn't you? It's like, none of that makes sense. She goes, we didn't see a bear, did we? It's all you. You killed her. No, let's say I was Natalie Portman for this movie. Explaining things. Excuse me, are you an idiot? I was running out there while you heard her screaming. You heard her screaming and out there, and I was running right beside you. How did I kill somebody and then take their body away and drag it out there at the exact same time as you were running with me? Stupid! Why would you believe that? Why would she even have any kind of mindset to do that? But that gets her into, that was the catalyst to get her into tying everybody up and saying, oh, you're lying, because look, here's your husband. You have his locket. You have a locket with his picture in it. Here's your husband. Oh, you lied to us. That guy on that videotape was your husband. Who cares? Who cares? So she didn't tell you about her personal life. Who the hell cares? See, here's the thing. That's not That, to me, almost seems like a man writing for a woman. A man writing women's characteristics. It's not genuine. I don't care who you are. Nobody who is that intelligent, this is intelligent people, okay? Intelligent crew that's supposed to be going out there. The way he wrote that girl and her to not have that mentality is almost like Valley Girl, like somebody who you would see on Big Brother, you know? Somebody who just, I've just been a pretty girl the whole time. I have no brains. So he wrote that for that character's motivation, just to, oh look, you lied to us. You didn't tell us about that person. You tell me everything. That is a bad male writing of a female. Everything in this movie is bad male writing of females. Females who have this kind of brains don't act that way. They are not going to be as completely stupid as they are in this movie. The females in this movie do not act the way that people who have these kinds of PhDs and stuff like that they wouldn't be that way. They're going into this situation with intelligence because this is a unique situation. They're not going to go in with emotions on their shoulder and go, oh, you lied to me. Who the hell cares? You're in this alien environment that's killing people. Who cares? Who gives a crap? But that's how they wrote this. So the motivations of these females don't make any sense. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible representation. I dropped my movie. Representation of females in a unique situation, in a alien situation. And, you know, that's the thing is I actually wanted to like this movie because it was a movie that everybody was talking about, that, oh look, this is a sleeper cell. This movie came out and it didn't do too well at all. It went straight to like Netflix because they didn't think it was going to do well, but the artistic vision of the director was still intact. And I was like, oh, you know what? This is going to be a really interesting movie. I want to watch this. I want to see this. I want to experience it. So many people gave it good reviews. But I don't see why. Everybody who's reviewed this movie that says it's really good, I really want to know what they see, because I really like other people's opinions. I like seeing what they like. I like really understanding that. But I don't want to be told that I'm an idiot because of my opinion. You know, I don't think other people are idiots from their opinions. I think that this world is unique, and everybody having differing opinions and like different things is great. I think that's what makes this world so amazing. But to say that this is a structurally sound movie, to say that, hey, look, that character's motivation is perfectly justified, is wrong. I'm not doing an opinion here. This is real. This is, hey, look, this was in the script. This said this, and now they're doing this. Those mean that was done poorly. That was done wrong. Now, am I saying that that makes it a terrible movie? I love tons of movies that have just stupid writing. I love those. Some of them are great, and that doesn't mean that the movie is bad. I'm just saying that I don't understand the hype that this movie gets. So many people say that the movie is absolutely amazing, one of the best, but it's not. Some people compare this to like Blade Runner. People compare this to some of the best movies ever made. but it's not. The writing is the major factor is, and this is one of the worst written, quote, publicly sleeper cell movies. People, when I say sleeper cell, I mean people just rant and rave how amazing this movie is, but yet it didn't make any money at the box office, really. But this is not. I'm flabbergasted at how people think that this movie is this super amazing, cohesive story that, oh my God, you just have to watch it to understand. It's not a confusing movie. And I know that people do that. People look at movies and go, oh, because it was confusing, this was amazing. No, it's not confusing. It's not confusing at all. The movie, everything is there in the movie. Everything is in fact, it's told way too much to us. We keep seeing the cells merging together and changing and altering. We keep seeing that. So to see that Natalie Portman has become part of this shimmer at the end is not a confusing ending. I don't get why that would be confusing. And I think the dumb ending of it is that this whole world that was happening, that was becoming created, is all due to one alien body, which that's somebody's interpretation. I mean, that's fine. That's somebody's interpretation. That's the brainchild of Alex Garland. I think I said his name right. Yeah. So that's the brainchild of Alex Garland, and that's fine. If you want to have your alien world being controlled and being manipulated by this I'm saying a word wrong. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to gloss over that word. Omnipotent? Why am I'm like brain dead. I saw the movie again just before this, just to talk about it, and it annoys me to the core when I see these reviewers talking so much praise about this movie. I think it's a decent little sci-fi movie. That's it. It's a decent sci-fi movie. If you want to see a movie and just be slightly entertained, I wouldn't say that I was on the edge of my seat because it gets ruined in the first 3 minutes of the movie. But if you want to get slightly entertained, then there you go. Here you go. Here's a 2-hour movie just to entertain you for a little bit. There's literally 4 events that happen through the whole movie. 2 hours, 4 events. That's it. One of them gets like that quick. Crocodile attack, bear attack, ending. That's it. That's the whole movie. The bear attacks twice. This one's like 12 seconds long. So you have really 3 events that happen. The rest is just them wandering around in the woods. So that's your movie. 3 people wandering, or 5 people wandering around in the woods for 2 hours. And we get flashbacks of her cheating on her husband. Oh boy. Well, I hope you enjoy Annihilation. I didn't, but I've seen it about 5-6 times now, and it gets steadily worse every single time. So I hope you enjoy it the first time you view it, because I didn't. So that's my review.